It was February 12th of 2012 when I first went to hospital after ignoring the stroke symptoms for 7 days that they finally discovered that there was a bleed on my brain. It was caused by a faulty blood vessel that had burst that I was born with. I was 37 years old. I was a dad, married, 2 kids, mortgage, school fees, 2 cars. Life was pretty hard, or at least that's what I thought. In the next 2.5 years, I would experience another 2 bleeds, and by November 2014, after the 3rd bleed, I had to have brain surgery to remove the faulty blood vessel from my head. When I woke up from surgery, I couldn't feel my left side, and I had to learn how to walk again and use my left arm. I live with deficits these days that are related to fatigue and clarity and the ability to concentrate. I have left side numbness and pins and needles and altered sensation, and the skin feels like it's burning sometimes, and that it is sensitive and oversensitive to things like touch. In the last 13 years, I look back to see how far I've come, and on reflection, I can't believe all the things that I've achieved. I've achieved way more things than I ever thought I would. Most of the things that I achieved are related to recovery, and in that time, I set up a podcast called the Recovery After Stroke podcast, where there's more than 330 episodes at the moment. I wrote a book, The Unexpected Way That a Stroke Became the Best Thing That Happened. And if you met anybody who knew me until the age of 37, they would tell you that I was the most unlikely person to achieve any of those goals and ever publish a book and ever have a podcast. I'm saying this is because I meet so many people at the beginning of their recovery journey, and they don't know what the future holds. They don't know how they are going to get through the acute phase of stroke, how they're going to overcome their deficits, how they're going to achieve their goals in life. And I cannot give them any type of insight that can ease their concerns other than to share my story. But one of the challenges with that is that I'm 13 years out, and at 13 years, they haven't seen my journey, and they assume that it took me no time to get to where I am today and to achieve the things that I have achieved. So what I want to do is I want to thank each and every one of you on this page for interacting with me and making this a community. Everyone who has joined me on the podcast has been amazing and helped me in my own recovery. They also help other people recovering from stroke. I receive messages from them every single day telling me how much the podcast means. All the people that have encouraged me and bought the book and left a review, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It means the world to me. It makes a massive difference to my well-being, my personal, physical, mental, and emotional well-being, to know that I am making a difference and I am helping people, and it is better that I'm doing this podcast than not doing it. I want to thank each and every one of you who have left a comment on YouTube, on the YouTube channel, which is growing so much, 330 new subscribers a month at the moment. It's really amazing. The comments and the questions that people are leaving on the podcast, on the YouTube channel, is phenomenal. We're also creating another community there. I want to say thank you to the people who have allowed me the privilege to coach them through their stroke recovery journey and have overcome a lot of their own deficits. Well done, congratulations, and thank you. And I just want to say that I wouldn't change a single thing about my journey in the last 13 years, except perhaps some of the wisdom that I have received from wherever wisdom comes from. It would have been great to have received it earlier on in life without needing to have a stroke to get to that stage. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I wish you well on your recovery journey, and here's to another 13.